Wow. Look at this. Have you ever seen anything like this in your life? I'm taking you on a trip across Canada. We're gonna see the West Coast, the Rocky Mountains, the prairies, the Canadian Shield, and the Great Lakes. We're gonna go all the way over to the East Coast, and I want you to sit right here as we go on an adventure across Canada. Welcome to Prince Edward Island, or PEI. Very often people call it PEI, short for Prince Edward Island. Guys, this place is just phenomenal. It's so quiet here. It's so peaceful. I mean, just look at this, a nice cornfield. You know, as I've been driving around the island, I've seen a lot of cornfields, a lot of potato fields. I don't know how to describe this place. It's so relaxing. This is one of the best places I've ever been in Canada, Prince Edward Island. You know, this island it's not very big. You know, to drive across the island only takes about maybe 1 hour, less than an hour this way, and then, you know, maybe an hour or 2 hours that way. It's sort of it's not a round, it's not a circle shape, it's sort of an oblong shape, but yeah, it's you know, so it's not too big. You can drive around it, you can see some different places. Hey, see that horse over there? Let's go visit the horse. So right now I'm in a very popular place. It's a very special place. Do you know who Anne of Green Gables is? Have you heard of Anne of Green Gables? That was a very popular series of books and movies. I don't know if it's still popular, but you know, a few decades ago it was really popular. I remember when I was a kid, I watched a lot of Anne of Green Gables movies. Okay, and right here, this is it. This is the Anne of Green Gables spot here in PEI. Okay, so if you've ever seen those movies or read those books, I mean, you'll have sort of an image of just how beautiful and peaceful that place is. Well, this is it here. You know, it's just something else. Like, you know, you can see this old barn, old house. This was the author of Anne of Green Gables. This was her uncle and aunt's house. This was her favorite place in the whole world, right here. So yeah, you know, living in a place like this, a peaceful place like this, I'm sure it would inspire you to write some great books and to I don't know, just enjoy the peace and the tranquility. I think that's a good word to describe this place. Tranquility. That just means real peace and quiet. You know, you got green hills, fields, and then over there you have the ocean. That's the sea right there. Well, it's not really, we're not on the East Coast yet. I don't know if you could call that the Atlantic Ocean. It's sort of in the bay, you know, the St. Lawrence River opens up, and so this is part of that, but it's sort of part of the ocean. I don't know if this is considered the Atlantic Ocean or not, but yeah, that's what it looks like here. Just hills, you got the ocean, you got just nice green, and a nice horse there. Hey, Mr. Horse, come out of your shelter, come out of your stable and visit me. I don't think it's interested in visiting me. He's got a mask over his eyes. Look at that. Maybe he can't even see me, but he can hear me. All right, see you later, Mr. Horse. This would be a great place to live. If you're coming to Canada and want a place to live, boy, I'm telling you, you won't find a better place than this if you want peace and quiet. This is just, it's astonishing, you know, and it's not very highly populated. PEI only has about 150,000 people on the whole island. So, you know, that's obviously a lot less than a big city like Calgary, where I'm from, has more than 1 million people. So yeah, it's just quiet, right? I mean, just look around here. Do you see any stress? No, there's no stresses. Everything is, I mean, it's a nice, beautiful day. I don't know if every day is this beautiful, but yeah, this is, I don't know. I wish I could communicate. I know in a video you can't smell the air, you can't feel the, you know, the warmth of the sun, but I wish I could communicate those aspects to you. It's just such a great place. So you'll just have to trust me. It's a very beautiful place, and you'll enjoy it here if you come. Hey, take a look at these rhubarb plants. Okay, this is called rhubarb. Okay, have you ever had rhubarb? Rhubarb is very famous in pie. A rhubarb pie, that's so good. You got to try rhubarb pie. And take a look at these potatoes. Okay, there are a lot of potatoes here in Eastern Canada. When I was driving through New Brunswick to come here, you know, I saw so many potato fields. In Canada and in Alberta, I don't think I've ever seen a potato field in Alberta. But over here, you know, I just see a lot of corn fields and a lot of potato fields. Wow, look at these nice flowers here. Aren't those cool? Wow. It's a nice, some wild roses. Whatever these kind of flowers are, I'm not sure what kind of flowers these are. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Prince Edward Island. So I think if you want to come to Canada, you're going to enjoy this place too. Hey, there's a well. Look at that. Let's go check out the well. Maybe Anne of Green Gables drank from this well. Take a look at this. Wow. That's far down there. Wow. I can see way down there. That's far. Look at that. A well here. Boy. Yeah, this is just astonishing. You probably recognize this landscape from those movies. If you've seen those movies or read those books, you probably had you know, had a feeling that this was the kind of place it is. Anyway, I just wanted to take you guys here, show you where Anne of Green Gables is from, and welcome you to PEI. This is just this is so amazing. I don't even know what to say about this place. I think this is the most peaceful place I've ever been to in Canada. It's just the most cool. I love this landscape right here by the ocean. I'm gonna take you over here to show you some of this more of the landscape here. But I just wanted to take you here to this place first, and I don't know what this is. Just a nice trail through the trees. Wow. The air smells so sweet. It smells like a forest, but it also smells like there's maybe some berries. Or take a look at these little berries. I don't know what kind of berries those are, but yeah, the forest smells fresh and sweet. I don't know how else to describe it. That's all I can say about that. But anyway, I wish you guys could join me here in PEI. I'm sure you would love it just as much as I love it. But anyway, now I'm going to take you over to the coast so you can actually see the ocean, see the beach. The ground here is red. It's astonishing. I've never seen earth this red before. So we're going to go over there and take a look at the red earth. Hey guys, check out these cool purple flowers growing here on the side of the road here in PEI. Man, you know, I think every province in Canada has purple flowers growing on the side of the road. Isn't that awesome? Look at these. Wow. These are just, whoa. Oh, there's water in this ditch. I think my shoes just got wet. That's okay. I just wanted to get a bit closer to take a look at, I didn't know that ditch was so deep. Just look at these flowers. Man. These are even different than the ones in, okay, I'm trying to climb up this place here. Wow, look at these. Guys, are these the nicest purple flowers yet? I think these are, oh, look at that bee. They don't have a very strong smell, but it smells so fresh and green here. Man, look at this, just a nice patch of purple flowers here. I think these are my favorite purple flowers. I mean, the ones over in Ontario, those lilacs, those were awesome. Those were amazing, but these are bigger, right? You can see these, I don't know what kind of flowers these are. If you know what kind of flowers these are, let me know down there in the comments. I don't think they're lilacs. I don't know what they are, but they are just gorgeous. Man, purple flowers in every province. Here in PEI, it's the same, except I think these are the best. But anyway, just wanted to stop here to show you these awesome purple flowers. Right, look, just on the side of the road. Let's see, I don't want to, oh. Okay, there's definitely water in that ditch. You can see these other kind of plants that are really cool too, right? Like look at these. There were also these kind of plants over in BC. Remember in the very first episode, there were these kind of plants as well. So yeah, you know, Canada is just such an amazing country. So many plants. Oh, there's a bee on my camera. So many amazing flowers and different kinds of plants. So anyway, yeah, so this is what it looks like from the road here. And well, I'll get back in my car and let's keep checking out the island of PEI. Hey guys, I just stopped off on the side of the road here. I want to show you this. I saw a cross here beside the road, and when you see a cross like this on the side of the road here in Canada, that means somebody died there, right? I guess right here. Let's take a look at this. Lucas Getson, 1998 to 2014. Wow, just a young guy. Now, I don't know, it says, "Dear son, one of the greatest treasures." Yeah, wow. I wonder if he would have been 16 years old. I don't know, maybe he just got his driver's license or something. So that's really sad. But you know, I wanted to show you this because on my trip so far going across Canada, I've seen hundreds and hundreds of crosses like this in the ditch. You know, if you're driving across Canada, you'll see these, you know, just on the side of the road. That means somebody died there. And yeah, you might not know, you know, that's what it means. You can see these nice flowers. Very often people put nice flowers there beside the road. So yeah, that's what it means. If you're driving across Canada and you see something like this, it means that somebody died in a car accident or something happened there where the person died. So yeah, you know, in Canada there are a lot of road deaths every year. Probably like, I think there are a few thousand people that die every year here in Canada. So yeah, it's sad, you know, if you're driving on the roads here, try to be safe. I'm trying to be safe on my trip. I'm very thankful I've been safe so far on my trip across Canada, because I've driven already more than about, I think, 12,000. Yeah, I think I've put more than 12,000 kilometers on this trip so far, and then I got to drive all the way back. So hopefully I'll be safe. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this. It's always sad, you know, when you see a cross like this on the side of the road, because you know, it means somebody was killed. You probably remember the Humboldt Broncos, you know, when a semi hit a bus carrying a hockey team over to, it was from Saskatchewan. I think they were going to Alberta. I'm not sure where they were going, but yeah, a semi hit the bus and killed a lot of those young hockey players. So yeah, when you're driving, try to be safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't smoke weed and drive. Whatever you want to do, don't drink coffee. I don't know, whatever you have to do, just drive safe. Maybe some people need coffee, but maybe for other people, I'm sure coffee makes them a little bit crazy. But yeah, just do whatever you have to do. Don't try to drive when you're tired. For me, I've been tired, you know, a lot driving on this trip. But if I get really, really tired, I just stop. and you know, take a breath of fresh air, walk around a bit, and then sometimes if I'm too tired, then I just stop. That's why I don't book my hotels in advance, because I don't know what the day's going to look like. I don't know if I'm going to stop somewhere, make some videos, and then get tired and then have to rest. So yeah, you know, if you're tired, just take a rest and just try to be safe on the roads, because you know, you don't want to have a car accident like this, and you don't want your life to end prematurely. So yeah, I just wanted to stop and show you guys this, teach you about this, because maybe you didn't know. Maybe in your country it's different, you know, I don't know. But in Canada, when you see that, that means somebody died there. Hey guys, take a look at this cool schoolhouse. Here it says Canoe Cove School. Okay, this place where I'm at right now is called Canoe Cove. Isn't that a cool name for a place? Yeah, Canoe Cove School, established in 1820. Wow, that's, oh look, this is what schools used to look like here in Canada. You know, just a building like this, and yeah, just a really simple school. I mean, schools nowadays are much different. They're huge. You know, most schools have like so many different classrooms and, I don't know, different kinds of rooms, a cafeteria, all of that. But this is just a simple building, old-fashioned style schoolhouse. And then right here we have a water pump. I don't think it's going to I don't think it works. I think it's just there for show. So anyway, that's really cool that you know, water pump, nice tree, some nice flowers here. Look at these. Wow, I don't know if I've seen flowers like this yet on the trip. That's so cool. Look at those, and then these little ones there, and wow, these are really nice purple flowers here, and then another kind of pinkish lavender color there. You probably wonder why am I always talking about flowers on my trip? You know, I always stop on the side of the road and show you the flowers. Well, it's because I really like flowers. I love flowers. They're awesome. You know, here in Canada, like in Western culture, men aren't supposed to like flowers. But oh, mosquitoes eating me. There are a lot of mosquitoes out here. Yeah, men aren't supposed to like flowers in Western culture. But that's so stupid. I mean, I'm being eaten alive by mosquitoes. I mean, what is a flower? A flower is a beautiful plant, right? So why would some plants be for women and some plants be for men? This is just ridiculous. So for me, I really love flowers, you know, just all kinds of flowers. I really enjoy flowers. So it's okay to like flowers if you're a man. Don't be ashamed about it, because I like it. Maybe I can set a trend. I can start a trend where men are not embarrassed to like flowers. Hey, I see some more yellow flowers over here, and there's a picture of the schoolhouse of it. Maybe it says something about this school. Yeah, you can see all these kids in the picture. Wow, that's probably what it used to look like. For more than a century, the Canoe Cove School provided state-of-the-art education to students grades 1 through 10. Wow, can you imagine that? Grades 1 through 10, all studying here. I don't know how many students. Does it say? It says the painting below, taken from a photo circa 1939, reflects the comfortable quality of life enjoyed in this area. Most families lived off the land, making enough money to buy tea, sugar, and kerosene, as well as apparently fashionable girls' shoes. Let's see these shoes. Look at these. Nice girls' shoes there. The farm and sea provided the rest. School consolidation swept the island in the 1960s, and small schools, including Canoe Cove, were put out of pasture. Oh, sorry, not put out of pasture. We're put out to pasture. We're put out to pasture. That's I guess that's an idiom. I've never heard that idiom before, but I guess it's an idiom that means we're put out of business. I guess they were stopped being used. So it says, today the schoolhouse serves as a community center, and how fortunate we are to have this beautiful building in our midst. Okay, so it's not a school anymore. It's a community center, And here it says the hall. Okay. Yeah, the first community hall. Community hall and community center are the same thing, okay? Wow, look at these nice yellow flowers. Yellow and purple, beautiful combination. Yeah, so let's see, it also says this this sturdy heritage building launched the successful careers of doctors, lawyers, nurses, teachers, and homemakers, a minister, businessmen, carriage makers, millers, farmers, and fishermen galore. Wow. Can you imagine all those professions? Kids studying in this school became, you know, doctors, nurses, lawyers, a minister is like a pastor, farmers, fishermen. Wow, that's awesome. So yeah, this is just really cool building. I just wanted to show you guys this, you know, just so you can see what, you know, what Canadian history, how kids, you know, where they went to school. And a lot of kids had to walk a long way. Like I know my grandma had to walk a long way to school. I mean, imagine this, okay? There's a schoolhouse, and then there are just some farms all around, right? Some farms, some kids had to walk a few miles to school every day. Can you imagine that? I don't know how far, maybe 5 kilometers to school and then 5 kilometers back in the winter. I mean, that's yeah, pretty serious business, right? These days, people just, I don't know, people just, they take a school bus, right? And back in those days, like when my grandma was you know, this obviously 1800s, right? There were no cars in the 1800s. There were no school buses. You had to walk there, right? So yeah, that's, boy, times have changed. The world has changed a lot. You can see this nice flagpole. You know, even to this day, schools always have a flagpole with the Canadian flag up there. And yeah, so this is just a really nice, sort of a peaceful place. Those are probably the toilets. I bet those are the outhouses there. In old buildings like this, there weren't really toilets inside the building. The toilets were always in like a separate little building called an outhouse. So I'm sure those are the bathrooms there. But yeah, anyway, just wanted to show you guys this place. Let's keep going. Wow, look at this, guys. I just stopped here, just found a nice quiet place to eat my lunch. And look at this, I have a private beach all to myself. I can eat my lunch right here and enjoy this gorgeous view. Just take a look out at the water here. You can hardly tell where the water ends and the sky starts, right? Doesn't it just look like, it almost all looks like the sky. It's just incredible. So yeah, let's take a look at the map while we're here. Okay, so right now we are on PEI, Prince Edward Island, right here. So we're gonna take a sticker and we're gonna put it right there on Prince Edward Island. Wow, look at that. We've come all the way over here. Now we're on the East Coast. We're almost finished. Man, you know, I was thinking about the difference between the East Coast and the West Coast. This is, in a way, this is so much nicer because so much of the coastline is accessible. Right over in BC, you know, when you drive, if you drive like even up the island here, or if you drive over here, the problem is so much of the shoreline is inaccessible. Like the roads don't go close to the shore, so you can't even really see the water. And a lot of the coastline is really rocky, right? Those mountains, they're right on the coast. So yeah, it's hard to really enjoy the coast there. You almost have to go on a hike, there are different hiking trails, you know, you can go on there and do, you know, like a 10-day hiking, or you could probably hike, you know, for a few weeks, you know, and have some nice views of the coast or of the ocean. But you know, for driving, there aren't that many spots where you can really just stop and have a really good you know, it's just a really a nice enjoyable time at the ocean. But here, I mean, you can drive all around Prince Edward Island, and you know, you can just, like spots like this, right? I just came from the road there, just drove down here. There are spots like this all over the island. You know, you could walk around the island. You know, it would be possible, right? I mean, you just walk like here, and you know, it'd be easy to walk around. It's not like really rugged terrain. Over in BC, the terrain means landscape. The terrain is more rugged. Here it's just yeah, it's just gorgeous. So that's one reason why the East Coast, you know, would be better than the West Coast. I noticed that, and I'm really enjoying it. Just all the little places you can go like this, you know, just have a nice barbecue here and enjoy some time. If you have a family, you could bring your family down here. Yeah, just bring a kayak. You know, you could go kayaking. Now, I always imagined the water here on the East Coast to be really rough. You know, I don't know what it's like in Nova Scotia or Newfoundland. We haven't gone there. I mean, maybe the water is really rough right over here. I don't know. It might be rough, but right here, this water is calm. I mean, just take a look at that. This is much, much calmer than on the West Coast. And that's surprising. That's really surprising to me. Just how calm this water is. You know, you could go swimming in there. You could, it's a lot more relaxing. I thought the East Coast, I thought the ocean was a little bit more threatening. You know, big waves and just dark, and I don't know, I always had that impression of the East Coast, but this is really changing. It's changing my perception. And you know, so far I would say the East Coast is better than the West Coast. I wouldn't have imagined to say that. I always thought the BC, I always thought like the BC coast was the nicest place in Canada. But you know, this is really challenging that. I think so far, I would say PEI is nicer than BC, but I haven't decided yet. At the end of my trip, I'm gonna tell you which province I think is the best. But right now, I'm telling you, I'm very impressed with PEI. I think this blows BC out of the water. The coast, the shore, you got your own little beaches here. You don't have to pay for parking. You know, just come down here, and you know, you can walk around. You don't have to, you know, it's not very busy. Like I said, this island only has about 150,000 people, whereas BC, you know, if you go along the coast, so many of those places are so populated. So that's another advantage of PEI, is that there's very few people living here. Hey, just remember, let's roll the dice while we're here. I have an idea. If I roll the dice off the cliff, see that little cliff there? I'm sure I'll have good luck. PEI's gotta bring me good luck. I just know it. I'm 100% sure that I'm gonna have great luck. All right, ready? Here we go. Yeah, oh, it was like, and then it rolled to dislike, and then finally it landed on subscribe. Okay, so PEI wants you to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much to all my subscribers. I hope you're enjoying PEI, and I hope you're enjoying the East Coast. This is just so exciting. This is it's just fantastic. I'll just take you down here to the water, and hey, look at all these black things. Look at those. What is that? Those are snails. Look at those little snails. There are just hundreds of them. Wow, that's awesome. So we'll just put our hand here in the water. You know, it's not even that cold. You could easily go swimming in here, but the problem is there's so many rocks. You know, you almost need some of those beach shoes, or those, what are they called? You know, those swimming shoes. You know, so you don't like hurt your feet on the rocks, because that would hurt walking out. So I don't know if it's a gradual, you know, decline, or if it drops off pretty quick. But you can see the rocks over there. I think it's a pretty gradual, slope down into the ocean. So yeah, man, look at these nice rocks. Oh, I'm really falling in love with this place. I don't want to leave. I'm so happy I went a little bit faster through Ontario and Quebec, and I can spend more time over here in the East Coast and show you guys this just spectacular place. I'm just so thankful I live in a country like this where there are just beautiful spots like this to come and enjoy. So I'll just give you another shot here of the beautiful landscape before I eat my lunch. Wow, take a look at this cool plane I found. Isn't that awesome? There's a few more planes over there. Wow, this is a really cool spot. You can see some old Canadian military planes. Look at this. Wow. Look at these things. Imagine having one of these drop on your head. That would hurt. All right, let's go around the back here. Wow, armed forces. Isn't that cool? That is so awesome. Wow, I'm a proud Canadian. Although, you know, might be nice if there was a new plane. I don't know if Canada has any new planes or if we just use old planes like these in combat. But Canada's a peaceful country, right? We don't fight with anyone, which is nice. So we don't need any high-tech planes. We probably still use these. I don't know. I've never really researched which kind of planes the Canadian military has. But look at this big one here. Man, that's huge. Imagine flying. I wonder if these are from the Second World War, maybe, or I don't know. Maybe they were from after the Second. I think these are a bit newer than the planes they used in the Second World War. All right, let's go check this out. Man, this would be scary to fly in one of these. Look at this. Okay, that's where the gunner would sit. Like the person controlling the gun would sit right here in the front of the plane. Wouldn't that be scary? Imagine sitting there flying a few thousand meters above the ground, you know, shooting down other planes. I don't know. I have no idea what it was like, but that would be the scariest job in the world. Let me know, would you do that? Could you handle that? If you got paid $1 million, would you take this job? I wouldn't take this job for $1 million. Here, the CP-107 Argus 739. Wow, what a name for a plane. CP-107 Argus. All right, let's go check out this fighter jet here. That's awesome. Wow, how would you like to fly in there? If you could choose to fly one of these planes, which would it be? This one, the big one, or that one over there? I don't know, all of them would be so scary. Look at that engine in there. All right, let's check out the back of this plane. Wow, look at these huge things. That's insane. Imagine standing behind here while it was taking off. You'd just be roasted like a barbecued mark. Hey, maybe you want a barbecued mark on the menu today. Well, I hope I don't get barbecued today, but you know what? It's a very nice sunny day. So maybe if I spend all day out here in PEI, then maybe I will get barbecued. I'll be a red lobster. maybe you like lobster. You know, lobster is a pretty common food here in the maritime provinces. It's a lot cheaper than out in Calgary, right? Because you know, it's close to the ocean here. So maybe I'll eat a lobster one of these days. Hey guys, I just see some lobster traps on the side of the road for sale. Look at this. It says traps $8, pay here. Traps for sale. Wow, isn't that awesome? I could buy a trap for $8, and I don't know how to use a trap, but that's so cool. Oh hey, look, that's where you put the money. So I could just take a trap and put money in there. It's the honor system. You know, here in Canada, most people in a place like this, they're really honest. You know, nobody's gonna steal something like this. That's a really nice thing about rural Canada. you know, like this. Everybody's honest. You know, most people leave their doors unlocked, right? Nobody locks their doors in a place like this. They could go on vacation, leave their door unlocked. Nobody would go and steal anything. So that's really nice. I'm happy to see this here. You can see some money in there. Maybe they've already made some sales. I don't know how to use a lobster trap, so I'm not going to buy one. But that's cool. I just wanted to show you that sign here. I'll give you a close-up of the sign. It says traps for sale, $8. And boys, I don't know. A buoy is like a flotation device. I don't know where the buoys are. Hey guys, I think I just found the most beautiful scene I have come across so far on my trip. Just take a look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. I think this might take the cake for the most beautiful thing I've seen so far in Canada. You just have like, I mean, wow, like the inlet there, right? You can see those boats and those colorful buildings there. That goes off into the ocean there. And here we have like some nice fields, rolling hills and fields. You can see the hay bales, see those round bales down there. And then here you've got like nice flowers and just gorgeous sky. I think this takes the cake for the most beautiful spot in Canada that I've come across so far. Take a look at this cool hay bale here. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Have you ever seen a bale close up? There are two kinds of bales. These are called round bales, and then there are some that are like called square bales, but they're not square. They're rectangular. Anyway, look at this. Look at this awesome field here. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's almost like the prairies, but we're in PEI. So even out here on the East Coast, you know, there's nice farmland like this. Look at these nice flowers in the ditch. And take a look at the color of this dirt, right? I'm just here in the middle of the island, and you can see it's red, right? Just like the cliffs. So that's just so fascinating that the ground here is red. Well guys, I think I found it. I think I found my favorite place in Canada. Right here. Look at this. This is just something else. Here in PEI, on the north shore of Prince Edward Island. Just take a look at these cliffs, these red cliffs. Look at the color of this earth. It's red. This whole island is just red like this. It's amazing. Look at these cliffs. Straight down there into the ocean. Oh man. This is just spectacular. Look at that. You can see like these layers, right? Layers in the rock. Man. Look at that cool piece. It just juts out there. Isn't this amazing? Smash like if you think this is amazing. I love the Canadian Shield, right? Canadian Shield is amazing. It covers so much of Canada, but this, I've never seen this before in Canada. This is the very first time I've ever seen something like this in Canada, and it just gives me a new appreciation for the beauty of Canada. I can't believe it. I mean, you can see just the thin layer of grass, and then it's just red rock, or I don't know what to call this. It's not really rock. It's like look at that, right? It's like hard earth, hard dirt, soil. I don't know. Down there you can see the nice little rocky beach, and just the gentle waves rolling in. Smell of the sea. Oh, this is just spectacular. I'm really, you know, this moment makes my trip worth it. All the driving, you know, across Canada, to see this with my own eyes. I've seen pictures of Eastern Canada, but this is just, it's just amazing, you know. I don't know what to say. But maybe I should go up here and walk along the cliffs a little bit just to show you a little bit more, you know. I don't want to just stop recording. I want you to enjoy all of this. Now, look at this. This is really cool, okay? You've got this like layer of underbrush growing all across here, all like, you know, just right next to these cliffs. So just take a look at what this is, right? We have flowers like this. It's almost like little trees, like little bushes. It's really thick. I mean, look at that, right? If I were to walk, like, look at me walking through this, right? It's just thick. It's just very, you can almost not, you know, it's hard to walk through there. That's how thick it is. So yeah, that's really interesting, you know. We've got some nice trees there, pine trees or juniper trees. I don't know what kind of trees those are there. And then just here close to the cliffs, it's just this really thick, dense layer of underbrush, these bushes. And then you've got the cliffs, the red cliffs that just drop off into the ocean. Man, look how steep these cliffs really are. They're so steep, they just drop off, right? They're not very high cliffs. I mean, look right down there, right? But to actually get down there to that beach, I'm sure I could do it. I'm just not sure where. I mean, that's a really steep drop right there. That's just so cool how the land just drops off like that. I'm gonna see if I can find a way down to this beach. All right, guys, I found a nice spot to go down to the ocean. Just take a look at these lilacs here. Aren't those beautiful? And look at these plants. Wow, that's a cool looking leaf. All right, let's go down to the water. You think it's gonna be cold? I think it's gonna be a bit chilly, but I'm not sure. I've never touched the ocean here on the eastern side of Canada before. How do I go down there? Oh, I guess I'll just go here. All right, now I see a really cool shot. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of that and post it on Instagram. Hey, you better follow me on Instagram if you want to see a cool picture. Can you see that, like, can you see that hole there in the cliff? That is so cool. And take a look at this. Whoever made that thing, that's awesome. See how flat the rocks are here? It's like look at that. They're just so flat. That's just amazing. Okay, here we go. See here, you can see all this seaweed here on the beach. Wow, this is actually a proper sandy beach. Look at that. That's sand. All right, I'm gonna go walk over to that thing there and take a nice picture.